All right, so this is the lecture number 89 in our DSA series, and we are solving the problems related to array list. Like previously, we have covered the introduction of array list. Now we are going to see a application of the array list, and this is the important also for you also, like how you can implement that problem. The problem is for removing all the prime numbers from a array list. So let us see what is the exact problem is and how we are going to approach this. So problem is for removing primes from a list. This is the problem. Let us say you have been provided an array list called some numbers. Let us say what 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Let us say you have been provided these numbers. Then what you have to do? Firstly, you have to detect what are the prime numbers. Let us say these are the prime numbers. Inside this list, these are the prime numbers 2, 5, 7, and 11. These three are the prime numbers. So what you have to do? You have to remove this. Fine. So this is the code, and I want you that you should try at your own, and if you are done with that, then you can continue watching my solution, how your solution is different with me. So I mean there were 4 prime numbers. Actually I have mentioned there are 3, there are 4 prime numbers. So the logic is very simple. We will iterate over this this list, and we'll check each number. If this is prime, then we'll what we'll do, then we'll remove it at this index. So this is very simple. So let us write the code for this, and we'll see an issue in this also. What is the issue? Of course, the logic which I just told you is not correct, but according to you, if I follow you, then there should be this logic only. Fine. So let us say I have a input from user. Let us say I'm taking an input. I don't want to provide the hard-coded values. I hate hard-coded values actually. I want to take input from user every time. If you are following from very beginning, then each end of the program I am taking the input from the user. So this is the n, which is the input size of the input, and we would add each number into our list. So list dot, see it very carefully, list dot scn dot next int. So the number which would be entered by user would be added to the list. This is the code. Now what we have to do, we have to iterate over each element, and we can write here like list dot size of list, and we'll have to check if is prime list dot get. Like for getting we have a method list dot get. If it is prime, then list dot remove remove this element, and for checking prime we have to define a method. And if you don't know how to calculate the prime, then you should watch my initial videos of DSA series. In that I have made, I think, three videos over prime numbers, so you should watch that video. So prime would be boolean, return type of this would be boolean, and then the name is prime, and we'll take a number into that. So I'm going to write a brute force solution, I think, for prime. What we'll do, we'll check if we'll start from I is equal to 2, we'll go till n and check. So if n is divisible by any number, then that is for sure this is not a prime number. What is the prime number? In case you do not need the number which is divisible by 1 and itself, that is the prime number. So return false. If it is not divided by any number, then this is a prime number, so return true. And I think we do not have to check till n, we just have to check till root n. This is the optimized solution for prime number. Because if it is not clear to you, let me explain. Like ideally you should watch my prime number video, but still I want to explain. Let us see, we are calculating the prime for 36. So one way is to check for start from 2 and go till 35. If this number is divisible by any number, then this is not a prime number. Another optimized solution could be check only for its root, which is 6. If this 36 is divisible by any number with from 2, 6, then this would not be prime. Why? Let me explain. What are the factors for 36? Let us calculate. 2 into, sorry, factors are 1 into 36, 2 into 18, 4 into 9, and is there anything? Yes, 12 into 3, 6 into 6. Now after this, every factor will repeat itself. See it very carefully. 12 into 3, 9 into 4, 18 into 2, 36 into 1. So if these factors are repeating themselves after root, then of course if this can divide this 36, then this can also be divided 36. That is why we just have to check till root n. Any number is dividing from here to 2 to root n 36, then that is for sure this would not be a prime number. Like if number has to be divisible by any number till 36, then this is for sure this number would be will be divided with less than root n. Still, if it is not confused, clear to you, then you should watch my prime number videos. Fine. So this is the code for prime number checking, and we are done with the code. Let us print the output inside. Let us print the remaining list. According to you, this is complete, and according to me, it should work. But there is a slight mistake, very slight mistake, and you have to identify that. And if you have identified the mistake, then you can take 1 point from my side. Then you are a pro in the coding. So let us enter some numbers. Firstly, I am entering 10 numbers. So 2, 5, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. 3, 6, 9, and let us take 15 also. Now 10 elements. 3, 6, 9, 10. Let us give it a run. Try to give it a run. What we are going to have in the output. So, and then we'll analyze what is the mistake which we have done. So as you can see, what we are getting 5, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 15. 5, 4, 6. The first element is what? First element is a prime number, and we have written the logic for calculating and removing the prime, but 5 is not removed. Let us analyze why 5 is not removed. Take it very seriously why 5 was not removed. I was joking, but you have to think why 5 was not removed. That is the main logic building program. This will help you making the logic for many programs. Let us analyze this. Fine, let us write once the indexes for this. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are the indexes. Fine. Let us say we have started from here. We have checked. If this is fine, prime, yes, it is prime. If it is prime, then what we are doing? We are removing this 2. We have removed this 2. This is not prime. Of course, we have to remove it. So we have removed this. Once we removed it from the list, then indexes values will be decreased by 1, because now the list is starting from here. So this would be 0. See it very carefully. This would be 0. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now when loop while increasing from 0 to size was 9, 10, but index wise 9. So initially 0 was I was 0. Now I is 1. So I would not start from here. This is at 0. I would start from here. That is why 5 was left. Fine. So that is the issue in our program which we have to change. Let us say if we have let us say if we have 11 here. Fine. And let us say this was the prime and we have removed it. So once we have removed it, then the index would be for this would be 4. So if previously index was 4, now of course the index would be increased till 5. So this will be 5. So loop would come here. Loop will not come this 11, as 11 is a prime number, but loop will not check this. So that is why this is not working. So we have to overcome this. We have to think about a logic, how we can do this in the same time complexity, even in the same space complexity also. The logic is very simple. See it very carefully. We were checking the elements from here and removing the elements from here. What if I start from here? Fine. What if I start from here? Let us say 15 is a prime. No, it is not prime. Is 11 is a prime? Yes, 11 is a prime. So if 11 is a prime, then we'll remove 11. If 11 is removed, then the elements from here to right will be, index value for elements which is here, from here to right will only be decreased for those elements. The left element would not be affected. And we do not have to care about the right elements. Why? Because we are coming from right and we are already checking the right element first. So on the right, only those elements will be left which are not prime numbers. Fine. So if they are not prime numbers, then what we have to do with that? we just have to check the prime numbers, and we have already checked all the prime numbers towards our right. Now if it is shifted to, let us say 15 is shifted to here, 15, and the index for this 8. Now we check for this, we check for this. Now 7 is a prime number. If 7 is a prime number, we just removed it, and all of these elements are shifted to here. Indexes value are changed for this, like 4, 5, 6, and 7. So if the indexes value for these elements are changed, then why do we care about these elements? They are not prime number, and we are done with this range. Then why we need to care about these elements? This is the logic for this. Fine. So, and this way we would be able to remove the prime numbers also and avoid the indexes issue which we were facing from while we were starting from here. So this is the logic which we just have to implement. Do you see that this is the minor change, and which will lead us to the correct output which we were facing the issue in the previous one. So we'll start from end. So end would be list of size -1, and we'll go till I is 0, and we'll decrease I because we are iterating in reverse order. So this is the code, and we are done with that. Let us see this into action. Let us see for the same input we are getting the output or not. And if we got our output, then what I will do, I will push this code onto GitHub repository. You can download the same code from there. I will be providing the link for the repository into the description box. Now check. 15 is not a prime number, 11 is not a prime number, 11 is a prime number, so we do not have 11 in this. 7 is a prime number, we do not have 7 also. 5 is a prime, we do not have 5. 2 is a prime, we do not have 2. So that means our code is working fine. So that was the minor change, and which lead us to the correct output. So I hope I was able to explain this concept of removing prime numbers from an array list, and this was a good application of array list also, which we have seen the introduction in my previous video. So that is why I have chosen this question. Like, if we have learned any theory, then that is for sure we should have at least 1 or 2 programs over the same topic. Otherwise we are going to forget that concept. Fine. So by doing question, we will not be forgetting the concept. So that is for this video, and if you do have any question, then you can comment down below, or you can connect with me over LinkedIn. We'll discuss there any kind of scenarios related to job, anything we'll discuss there. If you need referral in any kind of company or whatever you want, any referral, as I am working in MNC and I'm a software engineer, if you need referral from me, then you can connect with me over LinkedIn also. We'll provide you referral after only checking your knowledge and like what is the knowledge you are having currently. If not, then I will be teaching you also. I would suggest you something to learn, that from here you will learn this, or what you like, where you are lacking. I would be discussing each and every point. So that's it from my side for this particular video. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you.